So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you.
Traffic on Greenwood, okay?
All right.
He's pat me down. Like, okay, go ahead.
Good.
Yeah.
You don't care about checking you out, do you?
Hey, hold on.
Jesus.
Stop. Time out.
That was
Go back there.
so rude.
Ma'am, do you have anything on you?
No.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? Just hang tight right here, okay?
Can I just shut the
Yeah,
door?
yeah. You can shut the door and is that your daughter?
He's training.
He's training.
Yeah, he's supposed to call a woman to really actually pat her down.
Actually, it's with male officers. It's supposed to be the back of the hand.
Yeah.
So as soon as he did it wrong, ma'am, listen to me, ma'am. Can you turn around?
I'm sorry.
No, it's
It's
okay.
just the way he did.
He's a new officer. I'm training him.
Put his,
Right.
I know.
put his
That's
fingers.
that's
I'm,
why.
I'm sorry. I thought only
No,
a female.
no.
I don't have anything on me. but
Ma'am.
Only a female officer was.
Males can search females, but we're supposed to use the back of our
That's
hands.
a violation right
So
there.
that's why as soon as I saw him, I stopped him, told him to go to the back of the car. Okay? Okay. It's all being recorded. I want to let you know that. I want to reassure you of that. Okay?
Now, the reason I bring this up is for a multitude of reasons, right? There was a video that I brought to you guys before where you had a group of black women who stated that they were very turned on and attracted, right, to the fact of seeing black men brutalized and harmed, right, by police.
I was wondering why no one thought to say and voice their opinion that when I look at these white men, they are the epitome of masculine, and watching some of these police officers manhandle these black men in the street is very attractive and it's a turn on, And I'm wondering, does anybody else feel like that?
Hold on.
Yes, Lord.
Y'all off the chain, okay? Y'all are off the proverbial chain.
That's Discord talk.
I'm telling
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah, that's Discord talk.
I was like, why has nobody said that? Because I'm like, that's masculine. You talk about masculine.
We say that all the time in Discord, Tanasia.
You say that for the back.
Yeah, you have to save that one for the back room when we got the door closed. I can't with
And
y'all.
we use the hard R for long.
Okay. Yeah, I'm talking about we say the hard R so hard it sounds like we growling back there around this.
Oh, Tanasia, you got to come back there with us.
My question is to those black women, to other black women out there like that, how turned on and how attracted are you to the police officers, right, that you prefer, right, that you love seeing on an everyday basis? How turned on are you by seeing videos like this where you can obviously see a black woman going through the motions? She went through a multitude of levels of emotions, some of which I probably can't even define to you. You saw her, she was like, all right, the handcuffs are on, whatever. All right, go ahead and, do your check, right? She wasn't resisting. She wasn't, trying to pull away, nothing, right? She was completely fine and dandy. It's just like the normal. Go ahead and do it. So as he's starting to check, you can see a subtle level of discomfort start to hit her face. And then once it starts to go below, that's when you start to see the shock, the awe, and the horror hit her face. And then everything didn't hit at that moment. After the cop, initially, the one recording was like, hey, stop, what are you doing? What are you doing? Right when he stopped, that. And then he was talking to him. You could see the reality hit, right? You could see her hit the ground. And then after he, told him to basically go to the back of the car, she asked, right? Because she closed the door. Because her main mind is like, you know what? I don't want my kids to even know what happened. I don't even want to even have to have this talk, right? With my kids at all. I just want them to think that everything is completely fine, that everything went as it should. So she closes the door, and then that's when everything breaks. You see her come back, and she starts breaking down. Everything is falling apart. It's shambles. And you see her like she's just trying to, in a sense, make the situation better, right? And even in some circumstances, when you listen to her, you know, she's in a way, right, trying to blame herself for what it is that took place, right? Trying to get further, just like, hey, I don't have anything on me. Like she was going 100 miles when she was talking, and then the cop was like, hey, just calm down. That's not the way that was supposed to go. Yes, we are able to sit up there and check women that we stop, but a female officer is supposed to do it. Realistically, from what I've understood, is that whenever a stop like that is to take place, they normally are supposed to call for a female officer to come check out the woman that they stopped, just so that everything is everything, right? Just so that nobody is liable, just so that nothing can go wrong, or that anybody can say that something did go wrong. But that's not what happened here. The other cop recording allowed the rookie to sit up there and check the black woman. And when he decided to check the black woman, he did more than what he was supposed to sit up there and do. So again, I ask for any of those black women out there that love seeing videos of black men getting manhandled and mistreated, do you also love seeing this too? Do you love seeing this happen to your sisters, right? Do you love seeing this happen to your daughters, right? Your mothers, your aunts, your best friends, your co-workers, right? Is this also attractive? Is this also a turn on as well? Because, like I told people before, is that we have a lot of people out here that are a part of the community, that realistically we shouldn't even account for, just to be honest. Um, this was a very hard video to, even though you really can't even see anything, right? Just to hear the pain, in her voice, it does something. It hits. And the most I can sit up there and say, is just I'm sorry that it happened. She's more than likely going to need some therapy for some time in order to deal with that situation. She's more than likely going to have PTSD because of dealing with this situation. You know, like I said, I don't know any more about the story. I don't have any other information other than what we were able to hear directly in the video. I'm very much hoping that this woman ended up getting a lawsuit and that she won that lawsuit. Like I said, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about what took place or what happened. You can clearly see the amount of emotions that was going through her face. Like I said, from the moment that she was sitting there and all smiles, she was like, all right, I'm ready. She might have been a little bit nervous, right? During the traffic stop, might have been a little bit nervous, but she was completely fine and dandy. And then you saw her start to go down levels, go down levels, go down levels until she hit that ground where it was like, it was almost like fight or flight. She was just trying to understand what it was that she went through. Her body knows, but her mind is trying to sit up there and catch up. Her mind is trying to correlate everything. Her mind is trying to connect the dots and trying to give some type of reasoning or maybe some type of justification, you know, as to why it is that it happened. Like, you know, maybe it is my fault. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe, but it wasn't her fault. Yes, it was a traffic stop, but that is something that should have never, ever, 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 ever have happened to her. And this is why I've stated time and time again that black people, we need to have, you know, our own defenses. We need to have, you know, body worn cameras. We need to have, you know, people, you know, nearby in the area. Whenever a stop occurs, we need to have groups of people that are there in silence watching as the cops are supposed to be doing what they're supposed to be doing and recording that whole interaction, right? We need lawyers that will, you know, be at the scene or however it basically works. All I'm saying is we need a variety of options whenever events like this takes place to our people within our communities. And the faster and the sooner that we come together and we figure this thing out, the better it will be for us in the long run. And the quicker that we can stop things like this from transpiring to black women, black men, black children, and our elders.